Welcome back to Travelling Box with me, Tanya, and Perry. I say and Perry, get off my laptop please, love, because he's the only one that can get up into my hobby room. The dogs can't get up here, so they're not keen on me being up here, but I love this space. Essentially my loft, but happily turned into my hobby room where I've got all of my creative energies and juices flowing up here. But I'm really excited, and this is my first video doing crafty stuff, other than years back when I made the caravan curtains, cushion covers and pelmic covers, back when I knew nothing about sewing machines whatsoever. And I hadn't sewed since then until January this year, when I rapidly got into it quite a bit. I'm still not brilliant, but I'm learning as I go, and today I've got another project that I'm learning as I go. I've been waiting forever to be able to afford a Cricut maker, which is here, and I got it this week on Wednesday, I think I got it. I found it at a reasonable price on Facebook Marketplace, a price that I could afford. So that was me absolutely sorted. And then since then, my brain has been buzzing over what I can do now. So today, my Sublimation inks arrived. And that means that I can make mugs. So I bought 6 of these mugs that come with boxes to experiment making sublimation mugs. I'm really excited. So I haven't done this yet at all, so I figured we could do it together just to see how it works. I'm making 3 today for my dear friend Debbie, who's got 3 dogs. So I've designed on Photoshop, because I do a lot of artistry, creative stuff on Photoshop anyway. So I designed my mug templates for 3 mugs for each of her 3 dogs. That's all set up, all done. I'll show you in a bit what that looks like. Okay, so this is my little laptop. It's my small one, but it fits where I want it, which is kind of handy. So that's why I've got my small one up here. Most of my designs I actually do downstairs of an evening when I sit there watching telly with the dogs. But then I can just send it up here. So yes, that's Faith, my friend's beautiful Japanese Spitz that I'd obviously edited and adjusted and did all my fancy doodah stuff on Photoshop, and I'd saved it and then downloaded it to Cricut Design Space. So if we go to Cricut Design Space down here, okay, so this is the image uploaded onto the Cricut Design Space. I've put the image on there, but then I've flipped it horizontally so that it's mirrored. And that incidentally is my little design logo that I use for my design stuff. So it's flipped horizontal because we want it printed in a mirrored state to be able to print onto the mug. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Yes, so we're going to click Make It, which is up here, just there. Okay, so that's it, positioned how it's going to print, and we're doing a print then cut, which basically means this will print on my Sublimation printer, and then I place it into the Cricut Maker and it will cut it out perfectly. That's the plan anyway. So yes, let's continue. Right, so we're going to send it to the printer. Okay, so you choose which printer you want, which I've selected here, my Epson Ecotank. I'm not going to add bleed because I don't want it. I want nice crisp edges. And I'm going to hit print. So this is my printer, my sublimation printer, the Epson Ecotank. It's a rear loading one, so I've popped my sublimation paper in the back there, and that means it prints on the top. So make sure you know which side the paper prints on, and load the sublimation paper the right way. There it is, nicely printed. After that, you've got to choose which material your Cricut Maker is going to cut. So I'm going to click on Browse All Materials. Once you've done that, scroll down to Paper. Listen to me pretending I know what I'm doing. Gosh, where's paper? Aha. Right, so what kind of paper is it? There's a lot of paper on here. Do they have one for sublimation paper? No, not one specifically for sublimation paper. Now it's quite a thick paper, so I'm going to say it is copy paper, but a 120 GSM. Done. Right. Then you've got to load your tools and materials. Okay, so this is the fun bit. So I loaded the mat into the Cricut. You just literally follow the instructions. And what it's doing now is scanning the printed image, and it's looking for these markers on the document that's printed so that you can see exactly where to print. Now it says detecting. This is why I have the laptop there. Oh, and now it's cutting. Ooh. Okay, we can eject. The moment of truth. Can you see the cut lines there? That's a darn sight easier than cutting by hand. Okay, so we've got those printed out. That's my little designer label, and that's the mug sublimation there. I've cut out a piece of butcher's paper, which is just simple butcher paper I got from Amazon. I have some heat tape, some rubbing alcohol, my mug, and of course the silicone wrap. So let's see how we can get this done in a way that you can see it. Right, so first things first, you're supposed to keep the area you're about to wrap very, very clean. So I've got some rubbing alcohol here, which I'm cleaning the entire area. After that, you really don't want to touch it and get your finger oils and stuff on it. But yeah, that should do it, and that will evaporate very quickly. Then I've got my design here, and it's a case of positioning it in a way that is perfectly lined up. So I'm going to get some heat resistant tape. You obviously can't use normal tape for this because otherwise it's going to melt and leave a sticky goo all over your mug. I'm going to line it up I'll show you in a minute. As this is my first mug, I don't want to get it wrong. And I have got it wrong. It's not perfectly aligned yet. So I want to make sure that it's the same distance all the way around from the top, so that it doesn't look cruddy. And equidistant from the handle, if I can show you that. Then I'm going to tape them together. Okay. We're going to use some more tape to secure it top and bottom. Because we do want to make sure that this image doesn't go anywhere. It needs to be stuck firm. If it moves, you end up apparently with a bit of a ghosting issue, where it gets a bit blurry and stuff. Okay, and I'm going to do the bottom, because I want my little design logo on the bottom. And take that down. There. Right. Then we're supposed to go around it with butcher's paper. I don't know why. I've just watched copious amounts of videos and this is what everyone says to do. So it's what I'm doing. But yeah, I've already cut it to size, but I need to snip it so that the handles fit in. So I'm going to snip it there. Snip it there, 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 and there. Let's do it. I think it's just all about keeping things as secure as possible. Maybe protecting it, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Don't know if I'm supposed to put a bit of butcher's tape on the bottom, but there's no harm in that. So, cut another little bit off, stick that over. I haven't seen anyone sublimate on the bottom of mugs yet. So I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll find out. Okay, and then I have this mug wrap. Yeah, there's nothing in there, Perry. He likes to drink my tea. He's an arse. Right, so that goes around here. And then I'm assuming that goes under the handle. Go under the handle, or does that go under the handle? I don't know which way down this goes. Does it go through there? Or does it go that way? Ah, it might go that way. That makes more sense. Right, so with the pokey bits poking out, poke it under the handle so that the silver clamps go either side and squeeze it really tight. Oh, there we go. So that keeps everything in place and really snug. when you figure it out. But that's one ready for the halogen oven. So I'm going to quickly prepare the other two, and then we'll bake them and see what happens. This is the nervous bit. So I've got my mugs all wrapped and prepared and ready, and I've had the halogen oven on over there just to warm it up. Now I've been trying to research how long to put mugs in a halogen oven because ceramics take longer to bake, blah blah blah, because they take longer to get up to temperature. Anything from 15 to 20 minutes seems to be what people are saying at about 180 Celsius. So I'm going to pop them in for 15 minutes and see what happens. Minutes. Let's see how we do. I'm nervous. All right, the timer's up. I'm going to switch it off. There they are. Now they're going to be stupidly hot at the moment, so I'm just going to let them cool down a bit. And also they're still going to be sublimating somewhat, so I'll come back in a minute. Okay, I couldn't film it because I needed both hands, but I got them out using my trusty little oven mitt and placed them on this rack, and I'm going to let them cool for a little bit because I think that's going to be a bit too hot still to unclip. Still very hot. Ooh. That's one silicone wrap off. Okay. It's looking promising. I think it's worked. Oh my word, it has, it's worked. There's ink on the mug. This is just stupidly exciting. Oh my god, Poppy looks amazing. Can you see? It's still too hot. Oh my god, look, it's worked. How beautiful is that? Oh, they're going to love it. Right, let's see how the bottom's done, because I've never seen anyone do this. I didn't know whether it would work or whether I'd have enough pressure on it with just using tape. Don't know. It's worked a little bit, but it's not very clear, it's not very solid. So obviously in future I need to find a way of adding a bit of pressure to the base of the mug for the sublimation to work better there. It's on there, but it's not readable. So that's why it's good to do practice mugs first. Or just don't put anything on the bottom. But me being me, I want everything. I'm totally and utterly in love with this. Oh, I love it. Right, let's see how the others have done. It's still really, really hot. And there's the final one. I'm super happy. Is that not amazing? I mean, all right, the bottoms came out a bit cruddy. I'll work on that. But these are amazing. Sublimation is the way forward. Because these are now dishwasher proof, microwave proof, and just generally awesome. Yeah. I'm going to say that was a success. So yes. Look, Debbie, you got prezzies. Right, yes, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye, love you lots.